Hello everybody, and thank you for coming back to the channel. This chapter is going to be a little bit different because I'm now on the search for new projects and I would like to hear your opinion. So as you might know, I'm currently building the Antonov 2. There you have part of the structure, fuselage, and the top wing. The low wing is on the drawing table, on the building table. There's the tail assembly, the feathers. So that's one of the projects that's running on. And then another project that I have, you might see it there. This is the little Pilatus porter, the turbo porter, rubber powered, almost a peanut. So that one will hopefully finish soon, and then I'm going to be looking for new projects. So I've got several ideas. The first one that I have is up there. I don't know if you can see it. That's the Wellington. I know you can only see the bottom part. The Wellington did get to fly a little bit, not very much, and it crashed and broke the wing off almost, not completely but almost. You can't see it, but somewhere there you can see that the wing has almost fallen off or ripped off. And the big challenge for that one is going to be that I need to open it up again. I've done it already once, build a Y cable for those small servos and install small servos on the wings. Evidently it can fly because it did fly, but the aileron control was not enough with just one servo in the middle. So the plan would be to put in one servo in each wing and hopefully make it work. The challenge is that this is these small ESCs. I do not have Y cables with those connectors, so probably a lot of cabling, a lot of, let's say, opening up the underbelly and the wing structure and trying to make it ready again. It's going to be a long one, a difficult one, but I still do not want to give up on the Wellington because it was a good flyer for the 20 seconds maybe that it flew. The second project idea is the P47. This is a rubber powered model, also one of the Towner models, same as the Wellington, but this one is rubber powered. It took me a lot of effort. It did actually get to fly. Just a second, I'm climbing on a bed. It did get to fly a little bit. I think I got like 4 seconds out of it. I'll try to take out that video. Building was nice. I think it can fly. Like the structure of the airplane is actually quite solid and stable. The plan would be on this one to turn it into RC, so putting an engine, an electric engine, and that's going to be a big project because I'll probably have to take off the canopy, open hatches, install a motor, ESC, batteries. I wouldn't put ailerons, and I was thinking in the evening, yesterday evening, like to not to do anything with the rudder, just leave it there as a trimmable rudder, and to put elevons, as I already have the elevators there. They're split because they're there to be able to trim it for the flight, and just to put in 2 servos and try to configure elevons. So a lot of configuration, a lot of building, a lot of cutting things out, also a very big project. But on the other hand, I think the P47 also deserves some more attempts. If not, then I would try then still with rubber powered, but I don't think I'll get much more than those 4 seconds that I mentioned before. So that is then the second option. And the third option is back here in my room, let's say, which is the little glider that has been converted to electric and RC. It has flown, it flies actually quite well. It has had its crashes and has broken the tail off. And the current challenge is I wanted to put in some flaps, configure some flaps, and I have not managed. So that's a bit of the failure. I don't know if you can see it, but there's a servo actually hanging out. But yeah, I think that I could make it fly again, probably quite easily on the current single engine and without flaps, just the ailerons. But the project here would be to turn it into a twin, maybe even a 3 engine. Basically put two engines on the wings, and then maybe either leave the engine on the nose or maybe take it off. The point of that one would be to test out the twin engine configurations. Now that might be a bit too much for me because I'm still struggling to get single engines to fly. Twin engines is one of the dreams, to get to twins and then 4 engines, but it would be going to the multi-engine. It would be the challenge of configuration, of getting 2 engines, of getting the ESCs lined up and all that, and I've seen videos of people that are much more experienced than I am struggling with that. So that can also be a challenge, bit of a daunting challenge, but also a possibility to repurpose the test bed of the little glider and try to do multi-engine. And the fourth option is to open up another project, one of the Towner models it would be. If we go to AutoZone, we can find the plans. I'll try to put the link down in the description that you see the plans that are listed under Harold J. Towner. I've been doing some. Currently I'm doing the Antonov 2. I don't know if you can see that I'm pointing at it. And there are a lot of other nice models. I would nevertheless go for still a single engine RC conversion. Most of these are free flight. Some of them are maybe like control line. But I would go for a single engine and a monoplane, because I'm doing now the Antonov. It's got a lot of wings, so I would rather go for a free flight monoplane. And here I'm open for your recommendations. The models that Towner built are not actually very often, they're not the common ones, so it's also interesting. We have things here like the Albacore, the Barracuda, the Fairy Battle, models that I think pretty much nobody's doing, which also makes it interesting. And at the same time, some of them are actually known, like the Harvard. This is a huge one, rubber powered I believe it is, with gears inside and everything, far away from my level of complication. As I say, I think here we have like around 55 models. Yeah, it says 55 models that we have. I was thinking of making the Mustang, the P51B Mustang, not with the bubble canopy but the turtle back, I think it's called. That's one of the ideas. 28 inches, similar to I think the Wellington that I had. So quite a big one, a bit like the P47, to go back and visit our American industry and our American airplanes. So the P51B is the one that I was thinking of. But if you have any other ideas, this is the P47. This is the one that I made, which is nice to see it here on the page. And this is also my Wellington, also on the page. There's also a Spitfire, which is very attractive. I'm also thinking of it, but I've done a few small Spitfires. At some point I think I'll also make the big one. But as I say, I'm thinking of the P51B, but if there's any other recommendation or wish from anybody, then I'll be happy to consider that. And as I say, single engine and monoplane would be the best. So that is then the 4 ideas for future projects. I'll be very happy to hear your comments and your recommendations. And hopefully in the next few weeks, maybe month or so, I'll be able to start up a new project. Thank you everybody for watching, and I'll see you next time.